2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is for GMF for well-qualified individuals at 10,000 miles per year, 24 months with $2,999 cash trade equity and GM Lease loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is with tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Filing for bankruptcy is not something that anyone wants to do. Good people sometimes run into hard times, and they need help. Hi, I'm Dan White with the law offices of Zebley, Mahalev, and White, and I'm here to help. If you're faced with insurmountable debt and are out of options and you need help, give our office a call today. Allow us to help you understand your rights and options under the law. Filing bankruptcy is not the end of the road, and if you're struggling with debt, it very well could be a new beginning. So stop worrying and take action. Give our office a call today at 724-439-9200 or click on zeblaw.com for more information. Zebley, Mahalev, and White, local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Zebley, Mahalev, and White. It's gonna be all right.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Back here at Ross Memorial Park, Laurel Highlands coming to bat here in the top of the first inning. Here's Gary with our lineup.
Leading off for the Mustangs, playing shortstop, number 9, Ty Sankovic. Batting second, wearing number 2 and playing in right field, C.J. Gesk. Batting third, wearing number 17, the center fielder, Carson D'Amico. In the cleanup spot, number 18, Alex McLean. He's at third base. Batting fifth, number 22, Braden O'Brien, playing first base. In the sixth spot, number 16, Tristan McCoy, behind the plate for the Mustangs this afternoon. Batting seventh, the DH, number 1, Joe Chambers. Batting eighth, number 11, Ben Diamond. He's in left field. And Frank Kula batting ninth, number 3. He plays second base.
Defensively for Montour, though, Zach Stern out in the left, Ryan Gallagher in center, Cole Fleck in right, Anthony Markland playing third, Jacob Robinson playing short, Brock Janita playing second base, Nicholas Walker playing first, Matthew Lukovic catching, and Mason Syke pitching. Comes in with a 3-0 record, 2.33 ERA. This is his 9th appearance. Also has 1 save. Has worked 30 innings, given up 19 hits, 12 runs, 10 of them earned. Struck out 44 and walked 19 so far this season. So it's Syke against Kravosky, and we're set to go from Ross Memorial Park as Ty Sankovic will lead things off. Junior shortstop batting .277 with a homer and 5 RBIs. First pitch from Syke. Fastball swing and a miss from Sankovic, and the count goes to 0-1.
Both teams really excited as we get things going here. A lot of chatter from both dugouts.
0-1 on the way. Just actually called a strike there on the inside corner. Takes the count to 0-2. Game time temperature 68 degrees. Winds calm for now. Might pick up later on during the day. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, and Sankovic sends it foul on the left side. Tied a tough game yesterday against Beaver, Gary. Struck out 3 times, going 0 for 3.
Very uncharacteristic for Ty. He's a very good contact hitter, and you're very rarely going to see that out of him.
Another 0-2 from Syke to Sankovic. Breaking ball took a little bit off of that one, a little high. Takes the count to 1-2.
Syke, the right-hander, showing pretty good velocity for Montour.
Likes to work quickly. 1-2 on the way, and Sankovic fouls that one off. Count remains 1-2. Spartans in their home whites, black numbers, gold trim. Their dugout off to our right. Laurel Highlands, their away blues, red numbers, gray pants, red pinstripe. Their dugout off to our left. 1-2, Syke to Sankovic, and Sank pops this one up again in foul territory. Count remains 1-2.
I heard a great term on the Pirate game last night, a quab, quality at bat.
Yes.
And I think that's so far a good one for Sankovic.
Making Syke throw a lot of pitches. 1-2 on the way. Fastball missed low. Evens up the count at 2-2. Montour, no problems at all in the quarterfinals yesterday, knocking off Quaker Valley 11-2. Laurel Highlands scored 3 in the first. That was all they needed. 3-1 win over Beaver. 2-2 on the way, and Sankovic rips that one foul on the right side.
Barreled that one up just a little out in front of it, pulled it down the right field line, but good contact there by Sankovic.
The other semifinal round game has Knock taking on West Mifflin. That one's under the lights. 7 o'clock start North Allegheny. 2-2 missed outside. Takes us full now to 3-2. Now Syke will wind and fire the 3-2 here to Sankovic. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Went a little inside on Sank.
Tied him up inside, and Sankovic could not get around on that. Just brought it in on the inside part of the plate with some good heat.
And surprisingly, Gary, that's 4 straight strikeouts for Sankovic going back to yesterday. And that'll bring up C.J. Gesk, junior right fielder, batting .244 with 5 RBIs. First pitch, a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. So far, Syke looking impressive.
Pretty good snap on that curveball.
0-1 to C.J., misses low. Evens up the count at 1-1. Gesk yesterday also 0 for 3. Couple of ground outs in the first and third. Struck out looking in the fifth.
Yeah, the Mustangs with just 3 hits yesterday. Got to have more than that in the semifinals.
1-1, high and inside. Takes us to 2-1. They were aided by a wild pitch in that first inning. Actually scored 2 runs on the wild pitch. Other run was driven in by Tristan McCoy. He's back in the starting lineup for the Mustangs here today. That went a little inside. CJ thought it caught a piece of him. Umpire says it did not. Moves the count now to 3-1.
Maybe it was just a breeze.
Yes. Now Sykes 3-1 here to C.J. Gesk. Fastball called strike. Takes us full to 3-2. Mustangs making Syke work, though, here in this top of the first. 3-2 on the way, and that one misses low and outside for ball 4. The Mustangs have a base runner with 1 out here in the top of the first, with Carson D'Amico coming to the plate. Senior center fielder batting .418 with a homer and 16 RBIs. D'Amico yesterday had a single and scored a run in that first inning, couple of ground outs in the third and fifth.
3 umpires working the game here in the playoffs. You like to see that.
It's been the case for all WPIAL playoff games so far.
Wow.
First pitch a called strike. Looked a little high and outside there to Carson. Nonetheless, takes the count to 0-1.
I don't think he could have reached that one.
No. Syke operates from the stretch. Throw over to first. Head first slide back safely there from CJ.
Matthew Lukovic behind the plate for Montour. Watching him in warm-ups, he has a strong arm.
Yeah, Spartans well schooled. Went 12-0 in Section 2 4A play, 16-5 overall. Another throw over to first. CJ back safely. And as we mentioned, 4 of those 5 losses came over the final stretch for the Spartans. They played 4 5A teams in non-conference games after they wrapped up conference play and lost all 4 of those games, but they still picked up the number 1 seed. Their only other loss came against Archbishop of Syracuse back on March the 25th. That was their opening game of the season. So they went from March 25th to May 5th without a loss.
Well, and as you said, the seeding committee noticed that it was against higher seeded, higher
competition.
Yeah, higher competition, 6A teams, 5A teams, but I'm not sure that they would give that same consideration to some other teams. But Montour proved themselves.
3 of the 4 teams that they Spartans lost to made the WPIAL playoffs. Called strike there on D'Amico takes us to 1-2. But they had a 15-game winning streak before that 4-game losing streak to end the regular season, and certainly looked sharp yesterday with that 11-2 win over Quaker Valley. That game was played in Upper St. Clair at the Boys Mayview Complex, and that's a called strike 3 on Carson D'Amico.
Didn't like any of those calls. The second strike was low, and that one might have been outside too.
Yes.
But okay, now we've seen what the umpire is going to call. He's got a wide strike zone, so the Mustangs need to put the bat on the ball.
Hopefully it's a wide strike zone as well, and Devin Kravosky's on the mound. Alex McLean out at the plates. Still have Gesk on first. 2 outs now in the inning. First pitch swinging, fouling it off there. McLean, senior third baseman, coming in with a .391 average, homer and 15 RBIs.
He's had a lot of clutch hits for the Mustangs, and that's what they're going to need here today. Can't leave those runners stranded in scoring position when you get the opportunity.
Now the 0-1 on the way. Another one popped foul there for Mr. McLean. Over the fence and out of play on the right side. And no matter the outcome of this game, both teams will play next week. Loser will actually be back here at Ross Memorial Park playing a PIAA play-in game. Winner plays over at Wild Things Field in the same complex. In the WPIAL championship game, don't have times or dates for either of those 2 games in 4A. They'll be played either next Tuesday or Wednesday after Memorial Day. Now the 0-2 on the way with a runner going. That ball well hit down the third base line, but going foul.
Another pitch that was barreled up, this time by Alex McLean, and he just ripped it down the left field line, but it was fouled by a good 10 feet.
I mean, so many foul balls, the umpire's been having trouble trying to retrieve them. Yep.
He has no balls.
And it's only the first
There's
inning.
the next one.
Yep.
They got one thrown in.
They've been scattered everywhere. A lot going into the line, a couple down the road on the right side.
They're probably hard to retrieve here. There's really no blocking of the balls, and I'm not sure
get a couple bouncing
if the
down the road.
WPIAL has any ball retrievers.
No. We have some folks working out there trying to get him. 0-2 on the way now to McLean. Missed alone. Takes us to 1-2. The good thing about playing back-to-back games, you can't have teams use one pitcher to get to the championship game. I don't mind the way they did the schedule at all this week. 1-2, McLean, a line drive into left, but there with a glove in left field for Montour is Zach Stern for the third out of the inning. So the Mustangs end up leaving Gesk stranded. We'll go to the bottom of the first scoreless here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Chris Parker Jr., it's springtime. Time to plan those summer getaways.
That's right, and here at Autoland, we are continuing Hyundai's Getaway Sales Event. We make it easy to get away in a new Hyundai. Almost all new models have available HMF bonus cash starting at $500 and up. And our roomy all-wheel drive vehicles like the all-new 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe or Tucson have plenty of room for the family and all your gear.
I hear people talking about leasing as well as fuel economy.
We have great leasing deals. Lease a new 2022 Hyundai Venue SE 4-door hatchback with great fuel economy for only $159 per month with approved credit.
And every new Hyundai comes with 3-year free complimentary maintenance and Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 5-year 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper, and 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain protection. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website, autolandhyundai.com, or phone 724-437-9999.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Autoland will be open Memorial Day from 10 to 2.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Back here at Ross Memorial Park, Montour coming to bat. Gary has their lineup.
Leading off and playing second base, number 17, Brock Janeda. Batting second, number 34, the first baseman, Nicholas Walker. Batting third, the catcher, number 2, Matthew Lukovic. Batting fourth, the pitcher, Mason Syke. He wears number 12. Batting fifth, Cale Fleck. He plays right field. Batting sixth, number 24, Jacob Robinson. He plays shortstop. In seventh position, Ryan Gallagher, the center fielder, wearing number 20. Zach Stern in the eighth position, number 26. He's in left field. And Anthony Markelin, the third baseman, number 6, is in the ninth spot.
And you have Brock Janeda stepping in, the lefty Devin Kravoski on the mound for the Mustangs. First pitch, called strike, 0-1 for the Mustangs. Ben Diamond out in left, Carson D'Amico in center. C.J. Gesk in right, Alex McLean playing third, Ty Sankovic playing short. Frank Colon second, Braden O'Brien playing first. 0-1 pitch here, swing and a miss just like that. 0-2 on Brock Janeda. Tristan McCoy catching for the Mustangs today. And Devin Kravoski pitching. It's his 8th appearance, 4-0 record, 1.06 ERA. Has worked 26 1/3 innings, given up 18 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned, struck out 20 and walked 12 so far this season. Fly ball in foul territory, diving attempt, but unable to come up with it there from the shortstop position. Ty Sankovic almost tracked it down.
That was a huge effort there by Ty Sankovic. The ball in foul territory, but coming all the way from his shortstop position into foul territory, diving to try to make that catch, but still life now for Janita.
Count remaining 0-2. Janita coming in. The 226 average, 5 RBIs, puts this one on the ground and right in between Alex McLean and Ty Sankovic for a leadoff single to left.
And it seems like it always happens. A man stays alive. Sankovic unable to make the fantastic catch down the left field line and leads to a single.
Again, Montour last year against the Mustangs knocked off Laurel Highlands 8-1. I was with Carson Broadwater on the mound for Laurel Highlands. Did not have Nick Kumar or Joe Chambers available for that game as they both went over the pitch limit the day before against North Catholic. First pitch swinging there from Nick Walker. Fly ball into right center field. Same team there, and it's the right fielder, C.J. Gesk, making the catch. And you almost had Gesk and D'Amico colliding out there on right center.
Yeah, I think the center fielder took charge, but C.J., that was definitely his ball in right center and able to make the catch with D'Amico behind him. So one pitch out there will bring up Matthew Lukovic.
He's batting .339, has homered twice and driven in 15 runs so far this season. Senior catcher for the Montour Spartans. First pitch from the lefty Kravosky misses low and outside for ball one. Chambers yesterday for Laurel Highlands did a nice job getting out of jams, especially in the third and fourth innings. Just yielded 1 run, and Kravosky's been pretty crafty as well throughout the course of the season. Anytime you come in, Gary, with that ERA around 1, you know you're doing some pretty good things.
No doubt about it. The Mustang defense shifted around to the left side. Kula playing right up the middle, and there's a strike on the outside corner, so a consistent call by the umpire.
Evens up the count at 1-1 to Lukovic. Of course, with Kravosky being a lefty operating from the stretch, has that clean look over at first. 1-1 pitch called. Strike again on that outside corner.
Same pitch, same call.
By the way, our home plate umpire, Mark Mizerak. Michael Doppelhauer over at first. Adam Caldwell down at third. Now the 1-2 here to Lukovic. This ball chopped foul on the left side. Count remains 1-2. Ready, the fourth playoff game, Gary, that we've brought the folks here from W&J this season. Been a popular destination for teams in our coverage area. In fact, the Mustangs also played a regular season game here against Trinity earlier on this season. Another throw over to first, high throw, and O'Brien doing a nice job to bring it down and almost fell over Brock Janita.
You're exactly right. Athletic move there by O'Brien to be able to pull that in.
Now the 1-2 to Lukovic, breaking ball. This ball popped up off the inside of the bat on the left side, and making the catch there, Ty Sankovic, moving back from the shortstop position to make the catch in shallow left for the second out of the inning.
That's going to bring up Mason Syke, the pitcher. And you know he's an athlete. If he's a pitcher, batting in the fourth spot.
No, he has a .333 average, 2 home runs, 25 RBIs so far this season. You can tell his bat packs a punch against the lefty Devin Kravosky. First pitch, breaking ball, misses outside for ball one. You have Cole Fleck due up next, like Syke, also batting .333. Now the 1-0, Kravosky to Syke. A little low. Actually, one hopper there in front of the catcher. Throw down to second, close play. And Janita's safe, so Janita took the opportunity with that one hopping away from McCoy to get down to second.
Let's call that a wild pitch because it did hit in the dirt, or in the artificial dirt.
Correct.
In front of home plate.
Takes the count to 2-0. Now Janita an opportunity to score if you can get a hit here from Syke. 3-0 now. Pitch a little outside from Kravosky.
First base open. You can be a little bit careful with Syke here, I would think.
3-0 now on the way. And that one just missed outside. Didn't find that spot on the outside corner. So a 4-pitch walk to Mason Syke. Gives Montour 2 on with 2 outs.
Courtesy
runner, yep. That'll be number 11, Maddox Tarquinio. So Tarquinio, yep. Running for Syke. Now Cole Fleck at the plate, junior right fielder, batting .333. Has homered once and driven in 9 runs so far this season for the Montour Spartans. First pitch a little low from Kravoski, and both pitchers being forced to do a little work here, Gary, in this first inning.
Well, as you said, Syke had 25 pitches in the first inning. Kravoski is at 16.
Missed there with a 1-0 a little high, yep. There's the count out at 2-0. Fleck ready again. Long look in here from Kravoski. 2-0 pitch to Cole Fleck. High again. It's 7 straight balls now from Kravoski. 4-pitch walk to Syke, and now a 3-0 count here against Fleck in time call.
Sankovic is going to come in and try to settle him down a little bit. Just take a breather, deep breath. Good move there by Ty Sankovic.
Remember, Kravoski, young kid, only a sophomore. First playoff action coming here in this semifinal round. So maybe some nerves. 3-0 on the way. That one right down the pipe, called strike. Moves the count to 3-1.
Surprised there that Fleck didn't take a rip at that one.
Yeah, it was right down the pipe.
Good pitch to hit, even at 3-0.
Now the 3-1 on the way. Called strike on the outside corner, so Kravoski doing a nice job to work his way back into the count. Get it out here that'll really allow Kravoski to take a deep breath and go back into the dugout with no damage done. Payoff pitch now to Cole Fleck is on the way, and Fleck belts this one deep to left center field with a play on it, making the catch there. Ben Diamond out in the left. Ben had a nice diving catch yesterday against Beaver and moves over off to his left to take one away from Cole Fleck for the third out of the inning. So we're scoreless after 1. Montour and Laurel Highlands for a semifinal round action from Ross Memorial Park here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital is bringing the power of the WVU Cancer Institute to southwestern Pennsylvania. Now, with the Cancer Center at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, getting the treatment that you need is more accessible than ever. Offering a range of treatment methods, the Cancer Center is here to service all of your needs. Medical oncology and benign hematology services are available in conjunction with infusion services such as chemotherapy, immunotherapy, and blood transfusions, all in one convenient location. An on-site pharmacy and lab optimize the treatment process, making it as adaptable as possible for your fluctuating needs. A cancer diagnosis is an incredible burden. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital is committed to reducing that stress for patients. Their staff is specially equipped to handle the most complex cases and aspire to make your visit to the Cancer Center as effective as possible. The Cancer Center is here to provide world-class care close to home. For more information on the Cancer Center at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital or to make an appointment, call 724-430-2215.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back for the top half of the second inning. No score as of yet, as Mason Syke will face Braden O'Brien. First pitch in for a strike on a breaking ball. There's a ground ball in the hole and a base hit to the right side of the shortstop for Montour, Jacob Robinson. So a one-strike swing and a hit by Braden O'Brien. Leadoff single will bring up Tristan McCoy.
O'Brien yesterday was 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored and getting things started for the Mustangs here in the top of the second inning with Tristan McCoy, who had an RBI single for Laurel Highlands. In fact, their only RBI of the game yesterday against Beaver as 2 runs were scored via a wild pitch. McCoy's done a nice job at the plate, batting .320 with 6 RBI, sophomore catcher.
First pitch a little bit high for ball 1.
He was actually squaring around there to bunt Gary and pulled back.
He did. Tristan, just a sophomore. Squaring around again, and he takes a strike down the middle. That would have been a good pitch to bunt. It's going to be tough to get a sacrifice bunt on this surface, the artificial surface here at W&J Complex. The ball will not die in the grass infield, as you would see in the natural grass.
You saw a couple of them yesterday, but as you said, they're sometimes tough to come by.
That ball's high, breaking pitch.
Just two classifications holding semifinal round games today in 6A. Upper St. Clair playing Butler and Central Catholic taking on Mount Lebanon. Of course, Knock and West Mifflin in the other 4A semifinal round game under the lights tonight at North Allegheny as time's called here.
2-1 to Tristan McCoy. 1 on, nobody out. Tristan has squared around for the first 3 pitches. See what he does here. Does it again, and he's going to bunt it right back to the pitcher, and they're going to complete the sacrifice, folks. So good job there by Tristan McCoy. Ball just to the left of Syke, and he didn't take even a look at second base.
No, would have been a tough play, I think, to try to get it back to second. So went over to first there to Nicholas Walker for the first out of the inning with Joe Chambers coming to the plate. Joe batting .282, 5 RBIs. Senior DH for the Mustangs here today. Joe was 0 for 1 with a sacrifice yesterday, but again, got the win on the mound, just gave up 1 run and had 11 strikeouts.
And this is what we talked about. The Mustangs, an opportunity with the runner in scoring position. That ball is down the right field line and in play, but not able to go over and make the catch was the right fielder, Cale Fleck.
Kind of hesitated
Montour.
there.
Yeah, he didn't get a good jump on it. The ball was high and down the right field line. Something that could have resulted in an out.
Yeah, I was surprised Cole didn't make more of a run for it there towards the first base line. Nonetheless, the ball drops foul, an 0-1 count here to Joey Chambers. Long looking again for Mason Syke.
That's high and outside, so 1-1.
And the big surprise, I think, yesterday, Gary, in 4A was Knox upset over at North Catholic. We saw Knock last week just eke out a win over Uniontown over at Norwin. And the Knights finding themselves now in the semifinals against West Mifflin.
That's low and outside. Great block there by the catcher for Montour, Matt Lukovic. Keeping that from going back to the screen.
West Mifflin survived a couple of rallies from Blackhawk, including the Cougars loading up the bases with 1 out in the 6th inning yesterday. Still survived for a 4-1 win there. And that playoff win for West Mifflin, a long time coming. They've had trouble, as many good teams they've had over the last couple of years, getting in that semifinal round.
Fastball high, 3-1 count. That's down the middle for now a full count. So Syke working his way back against Joe Chambers. 1 out in the inning. O'Brien on in a single, sacrifice to second. In scoring position for Joe Chambers. 3-2 pitch, ripped to short and over the top of the glove of the shortstop. Having to hold at second base was O'Brien, as he wasn't sure if the shortstop, Robinson, was going to be able to grab that. I thought he was going to, just tipped off the top of his glove.
Yeah, Robinson even checked the glove, thought he might have it there, made a nice diving effort from the shortstop position, but that ball going into left center field, so putting runners on the corners here for the Mustangs with 1 out in the top of the 2nd inning. And as you said, O'Brien kind of had to hesitate there with a line drive, couldn't take off right away, or he could have scored on the play, but still the Mustangs set up well here in the top of the 2nd, 2 on with 1 out, and Ben Diamond coming to the plate.
Good speed on it first with Chambers. Squaring around was Ben Diamond.
He's had trouble getting the back, though, going, Gary. Yesterday was 0 for 2. Average sitting right around 200 with 8 RBIs.
Not sure about that strategy. Bunting at this point, and that ball's in the dirt, and that gets away from the second baseman.
It's into center field.
Into center field, and that's going to allow O'Brien to score. So Chambers with the steal. So it must have been the strategy, the fake bunt steal, as Diamond squared around a bunt, allowed Joe Chambers to slide in head first into second. Ball got away from the second baseman, Brock Jarita, out there and went into center field. So O'Brien comes in to score the first run for the Mustangs. Chambers ends up at third.
That's a rare mistake for Janita as well at second base. He's pretty sure-handed for the Spartans and Laurel Highlands. Taking an early lead here on the number 1 seeded Spartans, up 1-0, threatening again.
I think the count should be 1-1. Scoreboard has 0-1, but Diamond fouls that back, so it was the second pitch that Chambers went on, yep. So it had to be 1-1. So now 1-2. Now it's 0-2. Must have been a strike called on the steal.
He did say 0-2, didn't he?
So the foul ball kept it at 0-2.
A time called.
Diamond calls time during the windup or the stretch by Syke, and he's frustrated by that, but Diamond just didn't like the situation. 0-2. 1 out, runner on third. That's low and outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, get the count correct.
Beaver got upset with some of those late timeouts the Mustangs were calling yesterday and created a little chippiness midway through that contest.
1-2 pitch. That's way outside. Gets back to the screen, and Chambers will score on the wild pitch. And the Mustangs have scored the second run of the inning to advance their lead now to 2-0 as Chambers comes in on the wild pitch.
Just rare mistakes out of this Montour team. Mistakes they have not made throughout the course of the season. You kind of wonder, Gary, they got into that little bit of a funk late in the regular season, granted playing tough competition, but you're used to winning. You win 15 straight during the regular season, then you lose 4 in a row. Does it play with your psyche a little bit?
But they came back strong yesterday.
They did.
So
they did. 11-2 win over Quaker Valley. Now time called again, not granted.
And there's another ground ball in between short and third, picked up this time by the third baseman, and strong throw over there by Markelin. Anthony Markelin to Nicholas Welker, and that is the second out. Walker, I should say. That's the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring up Frank Kula.
Frank trying to get his bat going as well, coming in with a .244 average, 2 homers and 11 RBIs, playing second base today. Hit the ball well yesterday. 2 fly ball outs in that game against Beaver.
Curveball in the outside part of the plate for a strike.
His dad's done a nice job helping us out throughout the course of the season, working the score hub. Don't need him here today, Gary. Have the automatic score hub at Washington and Jefferson.
Strike 2 on the outside part of the plate. Now it's going to be a timeout called as Coach Yeoman wants to have a conversation with Kula.
And this is what frustrated Beaver yesterday. This happened a number of times when you had the Beaver pitcher kind of get into a little bit of momentum and kind of get into a groove. Coach Yeoman would take a timeout to try to slow things down and get him out of the groove. And Beaver got very frustrated with some of those timeouts yesterday. And here's Coach Yeoman, I think, doing a nice job out there, Gary, just trying to break up the momentum of this game. Calling time here again, trying to get his batter Kula going a bit.
Kula looked at the first 2, and that one's high and outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Unofficially, I have Syke at 22 more pitches this inning.
Getting close to 50 already.
That's inside and low.
That'd
2
be 48.
and 2.
48 pitches from Syke already.
2-2 pitch. Breaking ball high, so after an 0-2 count, 3 straight balls, runs the count full.
This will be pitch number 50 upcoming here in the top of the second inning.
There's a rip down the right field line, but foul.
You do get an extra 5 pitches, though, Gary, in the WPIAL playoffs. Max of 105 instead of 100.
That could come into play, no doubt
what
about
happened
it.
yesterday as well. Chambers went over 100, actually finished the game, I think, with 104.
There's a ball 4, high and outside, so good at bat there by Frank Kula. A lot of pitches, gets on base with 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Sankovic again for his second opportunity just in the second inning. Mustangs taking a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second.
You can see this continued strength out of this Laurel Highlands program. 3rd straight year in the WPIAL semifinals.
Breaking pitch in there for a strike, so Syke going to the breaking pitch after 4 straight balls to Frank Kula. 0-1, high and outside, 1-1. Kula with a decent lead out there at first, beyond the notch in the grass, and that's low and inside for ball 2. So a little bit of frustration now for Mason Syke, almost at 30 pitches in the inning.
Now 55 for the game.
Swing and a miss by Sankovic on a high fastball, let her high. He just could not get around on that. So Sank once again facing a 2-2 count with 2 outs, and Kula on at first. 2 runs in for the Mustangs. Breaking pitch high and outside, and sealing. Oh, wow. Called out on the steal was Frank Kula as he slid by the shortstop, Jacob Robinson, but the out called there, and we're going to have a conversation.
That's me to no avail here, Gary.
And that's going to do it here for the top of the second inning on the C. Harper Sports Night here on WMBS.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy East.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals at 10,000 miles per year, 24 months with $2,999 cash rate equity and GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is for tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
I'm attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney, and I know my way around a courtroom. If you are hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, call me at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
The Catholic War Veterans is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to veterans hospitals, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. They are sponsoring their 12th annual Frank L. Musica golf outing again this year. They have proudly given 37 scholarships to area students since its inception. The Catholic War Veterans, post 1669 in Hopwood.
Now moving to the bottom half of the second inning with the Mustangs holding on to a 2-0 lead. Leading off for Montour and looking at a ball low is Jacob Robinson, the shortstop.
Robinson coming in, a .382 average, 12 RBIs. Been solid at the plate. Lefty versus lefty matchup here.
That's on the outside corner, fastball for a strike.
And Kravonsky threw 21 pitches in that first inning. Mason Syke now 56 pitches after 2 innings.
1-1 offering. Joss misses outside.
Mustangs 2 runs on 2 hits. Montour just 1 hit. They've committed an error so far.
2-1 pitch, foul back. 2-2.
Mustangs getting 2 runs in the top of the second inning has to make Kravonsky a little more comfortable, Gary, at this juncture of the game. Now a little discussion here again between Kravonsky and Tristan McCoy. McCoy maybe an equipment issue down there?
I think so, and he took the opportunity to step out to the mound and get things fixed. So the count 2-2 to the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the second inning, Jacob Robinson for Montour. Working from the windup, Devin Kravonsky. Mustangs playing straight away all the way around. Breaking ball in there in the strike zone and ground ball to first base. Easy play over there by the first baseman, Braden O'Brien. 3-hopper unassisted for the first out of the inning.
O'Brien's been very sure-handed, Gary, over first base throughout the course of the regular season. Had a nice game yesterday as well against Beaver, making another fine out there, retiring Robinson for the first out of this bottom of the second inning.
Brings up Ryan Gallagher, the center fielder for Montour. That's ripped into the gap, and coming in and making a diving catch in right center is C.J. Gesk, laying out in front of himself. Had it gauged the entire way, makes a great catch.
All 3 guys in the outfield have been solid. Diamond in left, D'Amico in center, and their Gesk again in right. Just like that, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning, and some quick outs for the Mustangs for a change here in the second.
Zach Stern now looks at a breaking pitch outside, kind of checked his swing, did not go around. So 1 ball, no strikes to Zach Stern, the left fielder for Montour. That's just misses inside, so 2-0 to Stern.
Coming in with that .333 average, 8 RBIs. Junior left fielder. Another lefty versus lefty matchup.
That's inside, so 3 straight balls for Kravonsky, trying to get a quick inning, but 3 straight balls, not the way to do it.
Against the guy batting 8th in the lineup for Montour.
However, every one of their batters are batting over 300, except the ninth batter. And there's ball 4 inside. So 4 straight balls to Stearns, going to bring up Anthony Markelin.
Actually, Brock Janita had the leadoff single in the bottom of the first, also 226. But you're right, Markelin and Janita, the two bookends in the Montour lineup, the only guys under 300. Actually, Ryan Gallagher, 225 as well, staying corrected there. So 3 guys in the lineup, but nonetheless, they've been solid.
That's impressive.
Yeah, they've been solid. One of the reasons they're the number 1 seed in this playoff field.
There's a ball down the middle for a foul ball strike.
Anthony Batten, 250, an RBI for the junior third baseman. The 2 walks issued by Kravoski, the 1 hit to Janita. No damage done on the run column so far.
Here's the 0-1. That's in for a strike. Saw that one all the way. Kind of a change up there.
And Kravoski's style, he's not going to pile up the 11 strikeouts like Chambers had yesterday for Laurel Highlands. But still, has been very efficient. 20 strikeouts, 12 walks coming in, and 1.06 ERA.
Ground ball to third. McLean up with it, makes the throw over to the stretching Braden O'Brien for the third out. So the Mustangs go to the third with a 2-0 lead here on the C. Harper Sports Night on WMBS.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr. treats children, teens, and adults of all ages. Dr. Wietek performs all phases of general dentistry, including crowns and bridges, partials, full dentures, comprehensive orthodontics, root canals, bonded white fillings, dental implants to replace missing teeth and to stabilize loose-fitting dentures, and comprehensive exams and cleanings. Dr. Wietek's office is located on the National Pike, 1 mile west of the mall on Route 40. Call him up at 724-439-1616 for Dr. Edward L. Wietek, Jr.
Top of the order for Laurel Highlands here in the top of the third. Sankovic, Gesk, and D'Amico. Sankovic was actually at the plate when Frank Kuhl was caught stealing in the top of the second inning. That ended the inning. And Mason Syke, the same Bonaventure recruit, first pitch, a strike to Sankovic, counted 0-1. That was pitch number 57 of the game already, Gary, for Syke.
And a good thing for Ty Sankovic, gets a new count. And he fouls that one off, so now behind 0-2.
Sank really trying to get out of a funk. Again, going back to yesterday, 4 straight strikeouts for Sankovic, who came in batting .277, a homer and 5 RBIs for the Mustang junior shortstop.
He probably didn't strike out that many times the entire year combined.
0-2 on the way, and Sank fouls another one off. The count remains 0-2. Mustangs a 2-run cushion here early against the top-seeded Montour Spartans. 0-2 now. Syke to Sankovic. That one a little high and inside. Takes the count to 1-2. And the Mustangs, their third straight trip to the WPIAL semis, played in a WPIAL 5A title game back in 2019. Fell to the Shaler Titans. 1-2 pitch on the way, and Sankovic is this one high in the air to left field. Zach Stern getting under it, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. But to some degree, Gary, you think Sankovic might be a little happy just getting the bat on the ball in fair territory, maybe relaxing him a little bit for his next at-bat.
You're right about that, and that was a good pitch to hit on the outside part of the plate, and Sankovic did take it to left field, being the left-handed hitter. So good at bat. Can build on that. For sure.
Now C.J. Guest coming to the plate. And C.J. takes the first pitch for a strike. Counted 0-1, coming in with a .244 average. 5 RBIs for the Mustang junior right fielder. Now the 0-1 to C.J. A little high and outside. Evens up the count at 1-1. Pretty impressive, though, for Syke playing college ball at the next level. Division I recruits for St. Bonaventure. Moves the count now to 1-2. Another fine breaking ball there in the strike zone.
Looking for a low pitch inning for Syke, I'm sure, if you're Montour.
1-2 on the way. Chop foul there by C.J. Gesk. And a number of players playing at the next level. Tarquinio going to LaRoche, Matheson, Cal U, Lukovic, IUP, Gallagher, Clarion, and Pies, Alderson, Broadus for the Montour Spartans.
Is that Tony giving you all that info?
Yeah, how about our buddy Tony Hanola coming through with great information, even when he's not on the call. 2-2 now to CJ. Called strike 3 on the inside corner, and CJ didn't like that call. Third strikeout of the game now for Mason Syke. Now 47 strikeouts for Syke so far this season. 2 up, 2 down. Here at the top of the third with Carson D'Amico coming to the plate. Carson was a strikeout victim of Sykes back in the first inning as well.
Similar pitch to the previous pitch to Gesk, and he just took it, but got to protect with those 2 strikes.
First pitch here to Carson, a little low for ball 1. Mustangs again involved in a low-scoring game yesterday, 3-1 win over Beaver. You mentioned, Gary, only 3 hits for Laurel Highlands in that game, and D'Amico off the end of the bat line, drive to first, caught there by Nicholas Walker for the third out of the inning. So much needed 1-2-3 inning for Mason Syke and the Montour Spartans. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-0. Mustangs over the Spartans here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Back here at Ross Memorial Park, heading to the bottom of the third inning. Still a 2-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Montour. Devin Kravoski on the mound for the Mustangs. First pitch to Brock Janita, missing for ball 1.
Janita single back in the first to lead off things for Montour. And Montour did have 2 runners on when the inning ended.
1-0, missing again to Janita, moves the count to 2-0. So what's our pitch count at, Gary, for Syke after 3 now?
He had 35 moving in, 37.
You're talking about Kravoski.
I'm sorry, Kravoski, 37. For Syke, I have him at 69.
So 69, so he threw 13 pitches in that third inning. Count now 2-1 to Brock Janita. Kravoski, the lefty, will wind and fire. Breaking ball, missing outside. 3-1 now to Janita, who led off the bottom of the first inning with a single to left field. Right in between Ty Sankovic and Alex McClain. It's been the lone hit so far for the Montour Spartans, but he's ahead 3-1 here against Kravoski. And the 3-1 pitch on the way. Fastball popped up. The catcher, Tristan McCoy, getting under it in front of us. Able to hang on and make the catch for the first out of the inning. And Tristan in the dugout fired up.
Very tough play for Tristan McCoy. That ball behind him, he had to go to his left and back, and that ball just really tails back to the infield, and he was able to stay with that and squeeze it.
And it had to be a tough call, I think, coming in for head coach Brad Yeoman as far as who to start at the catcher position. Patrick Kavanaugh and Tristan McCoy been splitting a lot of time so far this season. Kavanaugh got the start yesterday. McCoy was the DH for him. But now with Kravoski on the mound, Joe Chambers the DH for Devin Kravoski. And Tristan McCoy, who had an RBI single yesterday in the starting lineup on both sides of the ball. Count now 1-1 to Nicholas Walker. Walker flew out to right field, and C.J. Gesk back in the first inning came in with a .379 average and 14 RBIs.
Mustangs playing very deep in center and right.
1-1 pitch on the way, sent foul there by Walker on the left side. Takes the count to 1-2. Walker getting back in the batter's box. With one out here in the bottom of the third, and the Mustangs leading 2-0. 1-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball again popped up on the left side. Mustangs trying to make a play for it, but it'll go over the fence, over the dugout, and out of play, and the count will remain 1-2.
So another quality pitch there by Kravoski, just tied up Walker as he was able to get the bat on the ball, but just the handle, harmless foul ball over the fence on the left side.
Another 1-2 pitch upcoming. Kravoski to Nicholas Walker. Now Walker will step out. It's actually an equipment timeout here as Tristan McCoy, I think, retying his shoe. Giving McCoy an opportunity to do that. Now a warning issued here to the Montour dugout. Not sure what that was all about.
Yeah, must have been some kind of a comment regarding McCoy.
Mark Mizarek didn't like it. Issued the warning, and now the 1-2 pitch upcoming. Kravoski to Walker, and Walker hits this one high in the air to right, again in C.J. Gesk's direction. C.J. getting under it, and he dropped it. Or did he get it back?
No,
he didn't. Ball hit the ground. Wow. Rare mistake out in right field from C.J. Gesk. Two-base air puts Nicholas Walker on second base.
That ball was way up in the afternoon sky, but it looked like C.J. had the beat on it the entire way, and it hit right in his mitt. Not sure how that didn't get squeezed.
Wow.
Wow.
Could have been huge. A more routine fly ball. Gesk hardly had a move on the play there, Gary.
Yeah, that's very unusual. Sure-handed out there all season.
Let's see if the Spartans could take advantage of the opportunity. Matt Lukovic at the plate, and the ball there from Devin Kravoski. This is where Kravoski has to stay focused as well. You've been pitching well. Then you get a rare two-base air.
They're going to change the signals here, I think, is what McCoy came out to talk to Kravoski about. Change up the signals a little bit with the runner on at second base. And you hate to see those things happen, the kind of things that come back to haunt you. Routine play that allows a runner to get in scoring position with just one out.
1-0 count now. Kravoski to Lukovic. Devin from the stretch, pitch on the way, a little low. Takes the count to 2-0. Boy, the momentum has swung in this game in a hurry. Mustang dugout was all fired up, and now it's the Spartans dugout that's jawing off to our rights.
Well, if not the momentum, at least the voices.
Yes. 2-0 on the way. Ground ball foul on the left side. Takes the count to 2-1. And the Spartans a season ago played in a WPIAL 4A championship game, fell to Newcastle by a score of 5-0, and picked up 2 state playoff wins over Clearfield and Erie Cathedral Prep before bowing out in the state semifinals to Newcastle. 2-1 on the way, and this ball ripped foul on the left side. Takes the count out at 2-2.
Once again, out in front there was Lukovic on that changeup by Kravoski in the zone.
Again, the winner today will lock up a state playoff bid as well. Loser will play a PIAA play-in game here at Ross Memorial Park next week. 2-2 on the way, and this ball popped up into shallow right, but it's going to be Frank Kuhl from the second base position.
He's
barely hanging on to make the catch, and that one was not routine either.
Again, a high fly ball to the right side of the field. Kula was holding the runner on at second base. He was actually right behind second base when the ball was hit. He had to go approximately about 25 yards to his left, and once he got there, kind of overran it, but was able to reach back and make the catch, falling to the ground.
I think CJ actually wanted to come in from right just to make the catch, maybe get a little bit of his mojo back. Now Mason Syke at the plate. .333 average, 2 homers, 25 RBIs. Takes strike one here against Devin Kravoski. I think it would be big for Laurel Highlands and for CJ as well if they can get out of the inning with no damage done. You'd hate to have an error like that coming back to bite you. A 1 on the way.
Big rip there by Syke.
But sent it foul. Count moves to 0-2.
Walked on 4 pitches his first time up.
Swinging the bat here behind 0-2. Now you might see a little junk here from Kravoski with the count at 0-2. Pitch on the way. Another one sent foul. That was a pretty good pitch.
Outside part of the plate. Syke had to reach out for that. Did get a piece of it, but I think it was in the strike zone.
Yeah, it might have been a called strike if Mason wouldn't have swung. 0-2 now. Kravoski to Syke. Devin glanced back at second, delivers. That one a little low and inside. Takes the count to 1-2.
That's a good pitch, though. Don't want to come in the middle of the zone, 0-2.
Count out 1-2. Devin long looking this time to Tristan McCoy. Glance back at second. 1-2 pitch on the way. And a little one-hopper getting past Sankovic at short. This should score a run. Relay coming in from Ben Diamond, and the Spartans back to within 1 at 2-1. And that's 1-2. Sankovic could have had it. It was a well-hit ball from Syke. We'll give him an RBI single.
That's for sure, but you're right. One that you might see Sankovic make 5 out of 10 times, but to his right, hard hit, and just could not get his glove down quick enough to put his glove on it. At least if he would have at least stopped it, it would have prevented the run from scoring.
So an unearned run. Walker getting on with that E9 coming around to score. Mason Syke, just the second hit of the afternoon for the Montour Spartans. Has them back to within 1 of Laurel Highlands with Cole Fleck at the plate.
Courtesy runner back out again for Montour. Tarquinio.
Yep, Tarquinio running again. First pitch here, swing and a miss from Fleck. Little breaking ball there from Devin.
Got to believe Montour was going to score some runs in this game, so the Mustangs trying to keep it close here.
Just don't like those unearned runs, though.
Absolutely.
They'll throw over to first and back safely. Tarquinio. Now the 0-1 to Fleck. Another breaking ball. Called strike, 0-2. And certainly much more competitive early on than it was a year ago when Montour raced out to an early lead and then defeated Laurel Highlands by a score of 8-1.
Big lead out there for Tarquinio, throw over. Kravoski not a evasive move over to first base, just kind of kicks the leg and whips it over to O'Brien.
But from that stretch position, being a lefty, he has a clean look over at the bag as well. So he knows if the runner's going or not. There's another one chopped foul from Cole Fleck.
So just 4 batters, and now the 5th batter at the plate for Cole Fleck, and 25 pitches for Kravoski, which could have been a 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, if you didn't have the error there, it would have been a 1-2-3 inning. 0-2 on the way. Well, outside. As Sykes' RBI single coming with 2 outs. Now the count 1-2. The way both of these pitchers have had to work so far, you'd have to think you might need some bullpen help later on. But Kravoski ending the inning with his first strikeout of the game as Fleck swings and misses. But the Spartans get a run back here in the bottom of the 3rd after 3. 2-1 Mustangs over the Spartans here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peach & Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peach & Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peach & Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peach & Pharmacy.
your local pharmacy.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Back we come for the top half of the third inning. The top of the fourth inning. You're exactly right. Game moving on.
Yes.
Very quickly as Montour cut into the 2-0 lead. Alex McLean comes to the plate and takes a rip at that first pitch in the strike zone, fouls it back.
We're 59 minutes in, so pretty much on pace, I'd say, Gary, so far. Game started just after 4 o'clock. Coming up on
0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Sorry, Brian.
Coming up on the 5 o'clock hour. Of course, it's WMBS Uniontown, also on the Triple I High School Sports Network. Jerry Dupay behind the camera. Gary Frankhauser alongside. I'm Brian Morozek. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios.
There's an 0-2 pitch, and it's skied to the right side, and the right fielder and the second baseman almost collide, but making the catch out there was Brock Janita, the second baseman. And we've seen some drama on these fly
sides,
balls
yes.
to the right side.
You had a couple of them. You had D'Amico and Gesk earlier almost get together, then Gesk dropping the one in right, and then another play there that was awfully close between Janita and Fleck.
Yes.
Yep.
That's going to bring up O'Brien. He got things started in the second inning with a single.
Even Kula's grab in the last inning was less than routine.
Syke's been pretty consistent with that first pitch breaking ball.
Yeah, got a called strike there on Braden O'Brien.
Here's the 0-1. That's low, 1-1.
O'Brien came in, 255 average, a homer and 11 RBI, single to left field and scored the Mustangs' first run back in the top of the second inning.
1-1 pitch by Syke. That's a fastball in there for strike 2.
Count now 1-2.
1-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Big hop. Throw on to first base for the out. Robinson to Walker.
That's one of the more routine plays we've seen today. Haven't been too many of them.
For sure, and that's going to bring up Tristan McCoy. Another quick inning here for Syke. He's kind of settling in after the first 2 innings. Swing and a miss by McCoy out in front of that breaking pitch.
A lot of excitement this week, Gary, around Laurel Highlands. Of course, the baseball team here in the semis. Tomorrow, Rodney Gallagher will announce his college decision as well at 3 o'clock.
Big event.
We'll have a live video stream of the announcement tomorrow on the WMBS Facebook page.
Here's the 0-1. Hit down the right side and just foul down the right field line and about 2 feet foul. So McCoy going with the pitch down the right field line and could have been a double if it had been about 5 feet to the left.
Now, Tony's texting me. He's hoping for Penn State.
Well, are you hoping for Ohio State?
Well, they're not in the top 8, so I think I'm kind of out of the running. I'm just a
Here's
casual
a pitch.
observer right now.
Another ground ball to short. Up with it again, Robinson. High throw, but the tag made down the line by Walker. So a 1-2-3 inning for Syke. Brings Montour back to the bench, now trailing 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the fourth here on the C. Harper Sports Night on WMBS.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local high school baseball teams the best of luck this season and invite you to listen to his show every Tuesday at 3:15 here on WMBS. Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Going on now at Sea Harbor Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit SeaHarborChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals at 10,000 miles per year, 24 months with $2,999 cash rate equity and GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is with tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Bottom of the fourth inning, due up for Montour, Jacob Robinson, Ryan Gallagher, and Zach Stern. First pitch, little high and inside from Kravoski to Robinson, who grounded out to first, his first time at bat in the second inning.
Came in with a .382 average, 12 RBIs, only a sophomore, getting a start at shortstop today.
There's a foul ball down the right side, so 1-1.
What's our pitch count update at, Gary, for Kravoski and Syke?
That's the second pitch to the inning for Kravoski. 21 in the first, 14 in the second for 35, 27 pitches in the third inning.
To 62 entering this inning.
Breaking pitch just a little high for the third pitch of this inning.
How about Syke through 4?
I have him at 80.
Getting limited to 105 here for the postseason.
Another pitch and a rip into right
out.
field. That's deep. Way back, and gone. Out of here to right field. Jacob Robinson turning on the Kravoski fastball, just rips it over the right field fence to tie things up here at 2.
First home run of the season for Robinson. And the Spartans all meet him at home plate. And we have a 2-2 game here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
That ball just had nothing but barrel on it.
Oh, he rocked it for sure.
As it was rocketed out of here to right field.
Only good news for Laurel Highlands comes with the bases empty.
And that's going to bring out Brad Yeoman to talk things over with Devin Kravoski. So leadoff home run here in the fourth inning ties things at second. Due up for Montour is Ryan Gallagher, the center fielder. And Kravoski will have to try to gather himself to start over.
Again, we mentioned only a sophomore. First playoff starts here today of his career. Had some nerves early on, and I think Coach Yeoman just wants to get a sense for where Devin's at this juncture of the game. He's going to stick with his lefty, and he's pitched a good game so far. Maybe hung one up there for Robinson, who took advantage. Now Ryan Gallagher coming to the plate.
Montour during their crew imitation over there in the dugout had straddling the fence and acting as if they were rowing.
If Gallagher coming to the plate, he's headed to Clarion next year. Now a little discussion here between the two coaches.
I think the umpire is going to try to limit the timeouts.
We had a visit to the mound. You're allowed that.
It looked like it got a little boisterous down there.
Yeah. Well, again, Beaver was very upset with some of the timeouts and the time calls the Mustangs were making yesterday, and I'm sure the Montour staff.
This is not Brad Yeoman's first rodeo. He knows how to handle things. So here's the pitch. Ground ball foul to the right side by Ryan Gallagher.
And a tight game so far. This is what you want to see, Gary, in a 4A semifinal. Laurel Highlands and Montour battling. and much more competitive than that 8-1 game we saw between these two schools a season ago.
Off-speed curveball, swing and a miss by Gallagher, goes to 0-2.
The Mustangs are pretty vocal in some post-game interviews after the game yesterday. They want to win a WPIAL championship for head coach Scott DeBerry, who passed away in the offseason as well. They want to get one for Debo as well, so there's still a lot of motivation there, trying to win one in his honor.
Kravoski offering low and in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Second batter in the inning, Ryan Gallagher, following the leadoff home run by Jacob Robinson to tie things at 2. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to second. Kula can't make the play. Wow. The usually sure-handed Mustang defense has caused some problems here in the semifinals of the WPIAL. That was a routine 4-hopper to Kula. Montour just took his eye off of it.
Yeah, just surprised to see this Mustang team has been pretty solid defensively all season long. They played here yesterday. For some reason, they look a little rattled in the field here today.
That ball was just bouncing right up to the chest of Kula, too. Pitch by Kravoski is going to cause him some extra pitches also.
Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Game now tied at 2, and the momentum certainly has switched to Montour's direction now. With Zach Stern at the plate.
There's a bunt down the first base line. Tough play for Kravoski. Does get it to O'Brien, so had to spin on the play. Nice bunt down the first base line. Kravoski had to make the play. So the sacrifice goes 1-3 and moves Gallagher to second after reaching on the air.
Now Anthony Markland coming to the plate. He grounded out 5-3 first time up.
Eliminates the double play ball. Kravoski first pitch, and it's a foul off to the right side over the Montour dugout into the stands where the Montour fans are unable to make the play.
Game has a little feel, Gary, of the PIAA play-in game last year between Laurel, Highlands, and Blackhawk. Way it went kind of back and forth early on, and Blackhawk ended up winning that game on a walk-off hit by pitch.
Ball low and inside, 1-1 to Markland. From the stretch, Kravoski. Check swing. Oh, wow.
Michael
did not get the call.
Saying not from here.
You'd like to see that one on replay. Looked like he went past home plate with the bat from here. But it's hard to see from the position the umpire is in, right behind the pitcher. That's a terrible angle.
He's moved
2
over.
balls and 1 strike.
He's moved over with a runner on second.
High bouncer to third. McLean, strong throw to O'Brien to get the out at first. So nice defensive play that time by Alex McLean for the second out of the inning. Moving to third on the play is Gallagher.
That was his only play over there, and a tough chopper actually at first. Had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove, but a strong throw over to O'Brien to retire Markland 5-3 for the second time in this game. Now the top of the order, and Brock Janita again.
First pitch to Janita is in there for a strike. Singled in the first. Went to second on a wild pitch and pop up to the catcher. Nice play by McCoy back into third. Mustangs trying to strand this runner at third base, keep it tied. That's in the dirt. Good block by McCoy. Almost had it play at third, but very smartly does not throw the ball down to third.
You got to watch here any type of pass ball, wild pitch. A lot of room behind home plate. You could easily see Gallagher coming around to score.
Another ground ball foul to the left side. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brock Janita. Still down there at third base, Ryan Gallagher. Home run in the inning by Jacob Robinson tied the game at 2. Ground ball error was allowed Gallagher to reach. Has gone around to third base on the sacrifice and the ground ball to third.
Time now called here by Janita.
It's a little back and forth gamesmanship on both sides. 1-2 pitch. Here's a pop-up on the right side. That's going to be out of play. Janita hanging in there with 2 strikes on him. More baseballs being delivered to home plate.
Again, the other 4A semifinal under the lights tonight at North Allegheny. Beaver taking out, check that, West Mifflin taking on Knock.
1-2 pitch again to Janita. Just misses outside. Tough pitch to take there by Janita, but he does. Runs the count to 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner on third. Score tied at 2. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. So give Kravoski a lot of credit getting himself out of that jam and leaving the score tied at 2 as we go to the top half of the 5th here on WMBS and the C. Harper Sports Night.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clinton from President Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. Summer is right around the corner and our inventory is heating up. I know you don't see a lot of new vehicles on our lot. However, we have hundreds inbound. We have over 50 F-Series, 30 Explorers, 20 EcoSports, and much, much more all on the way. Stop, click, or call to reserve yours today. The early bird gets the worm, and the customer that shops with us gets the vehicle they deserve. If you have a bit more time, we'll be happy to place a factory order just for you. So let's talk about pre-owned. We have over 70 on the lot and ready to go. Most are certified with factory warranty and competitive interest rates. Now, I know I've talked about this before, and it still stands true. Your trade-in value is going to help offset new car prices, so don't miss out. We'll be closed Monday, Memorial Day, to remember and honor those who served. That's Ford of Uniontown, top of the hill across from Applebee's, or FordofUniontown.com.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
Bring forward the home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
2-2 game as we head for the top of the 5th inning. 4A semifinal round action. Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Montour Spartans. It's Joe Chambers, Ben Diamond, and Frank Kula. Hitters 7, 8, and 9 for Laurel Highlands here in the top of the 5th.
Mustangs going down 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd and the 4th. Need to get the bats moving as they're facing Mason Syke, his 81st pitch here to start the 5th inning.
Pitch number 82 now on the way, a 1-0. And therefore a strike now 1-1 to Joe Chambers. Again, single to left field, stole a base and scored a run during his first at-bat. Swing and a miss there from Joe. Takes the count to 1-2. Somebody's ringing over there, Gary. Not sure if it's the bullpen phone or not. 1-2 on the way. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Syke now pitching well. 84 pitches in the game. Again, he's limited to 105, but retires Chambers with the strikeout. That's his 4th strikeout of the game. And the first out here in the top of the 5th with Ben Diamond coming to the plate. Ben grounded out 5-3, first time up back in the 2nd inning. Syke's first pitch here to Ben. Right down the pipe for a strike, 0-1. Kind of sense Syke starting to get a little stronger here, Gary, as the game's moving along.
Really settled in.
Yeah, his only issue might be hitting the pitch count. 0-1, swing and a miss again from Diamond, now 0-2.
I think that one was outside the zone.
Well, he's now retired 7 straight. Has an 0-2 count here on Ben Diamond. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. Diamond just couldn't catch up to it.
2 balls outside the zone that Diamond chased.
Now Frank Kula coming to the plate. Frank walked first time up, but was caught stealing to end the 2nd inning. Now 8 straight retired by Mason Syke. Kula stepping in. Lefty batter against a righty pitcher. First pitch a breaking ball called strike 0-1. So Syke getting through this inning, Gary, so far with no problems. And the 0-1 on the way. Comes back with a fastball. Fouled off there by Frank. Takes the count to 0-2.
And after going 25 pitches in the first inning, 31 pitches in the second inning, he just 13 in the third, 11 in the fourth, and he's only at 9 now here in the fifth.
Now Brad Yeoman taking a timeout again. 0-2 counts. And the Montour fans giving it to him a little bit here. I think a lot of this, again, just trying to break up the Spartans' momentum. Good coaching from Brad Yeoman. But again, it's not going to please the Montour fans at all. Count 0-2, back in play. Syke winds and fires. Breaking ball outside, takes the count to 1-2. As Braden O'Brien was loosening in the Mustang bullpen. 1-2 pitch. Chop foul on the right side.
At least a couple extra pitches here for Syke.
Yes. Trying to retrieve a couple of those balls down there. Another 1-2 now to Frank Kula. Pitch a little low, takes us to 2-2.
So it gets him to 92. I mean, they could get him a little higher in the 90s. It would just be one more inning for him.
Yeah, about 13 away from going over the limit. 2-2 on the way. Rip foul again from Kula on the right side. And then you go to your next option, and Montour, again, a very deep team. Haven't seen much activity on the right side. Again, your next option might be in the field right now. 2-2, a little low and outside. Takes us full now to 3-2. Probably get a better indication next half inning as far as who might loosen up. Payoff pitch now to Kula, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Sykes retired 9 straight, strikes out the side here in the top of the 5th. 2-2 game heading to the bottom of the 5th here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Understanding the complicated tax laws when it comes to estates can be extremely stressful. Dealing with a loved one's estate after they pass can be one of the most challenging tasks for a family in a time of need. Hi, this is Attorney Dan White of Zebley Mahalav & White. I'm here to help make that process easier. Our firm can help you and your family create and review wills and estates to make sure when the time comes to settle your assets, it will not be stressful because you have a plan. Don't put yourself through unneeded stress settling an estate or worrying about things you don't need to worry about. Call our office and we can help. Zebley Mahalav & White. Call us at 724-439-9200 or visit us online at zeblaw.com. Zebley Mahalav & White. Local attorneys helping local people. Let us help you fix your life.
Zebley Mahalav & White. It's gonna be alright.
Going on now at Sea Harbor Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is for GMF for well-qualified individuals at 10,000 miles per year, 24 months of $2,999 cash trade equity, and GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is with tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Hitters 2, 3, and 4 for the Montour Spartans here in the bottom of the 5th. Nicholas Walker, Matthew Lukovic, and Mason Syke. Game tied at 2. Devin Kravoski on the mound for the Mustangs. First pitch a strike into Nicholas Walker. Walker flew out to C.J. Gesk in right field first time up and then got on via a Gesk error and scored the first run of the game for the Spartans in the 3rd inning. And sends this one in foul territory on the left side out of play. Takes the count to 0-2. Other Spartans run scored on a solo home run by Jacob Robinson to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. Now time called here by Nicholas Walker. What's the pitch count at now on Kravoski, Gary?
87.
Okay, wow. We're in similar territory now between Kravoski and Syke. 0-2 on the way to Walker. Chop foul on the right side. Again, Syke getting into the mid-90s after 5. Now Kravoski, this will be pitch number 89. Upcoming here to Nicholas Walker, the 0-2 on the way outside. Takes us to 1-2. Again, you get an extra 5 pitches to your allotment for WPIAL playoff games. You can go 105 instead of 100.
I'm not sure how they come up with that, why that even means anything.
1-2 on the way. They worked an extra batter.
Looks like Gallagher down the line warming up, left-hander for Montour.
Spartans pitching staff very deep. We figured we'd see some activity, and we do over there for the Spartans now. 1-2 on the way. That one just outside, just missed there from Kravoski. Now the 2-2. Kravoski winds and fires, breaking ball. She almost hit Walker. Takes the count full now to 3-2. Gallagher has made 4 appearances, by the way. 1-1 record, 1.66 ERA. Says ERA is all low for the Spartans. Another one fouled off there by Walker. Would you go O'Brien if you're Laurel Highlands as the next option? He was loosening up.
I think that's your only option at this point. Sankovic may be able to come in.
Got Noah Matthews, too. 3-2 on the way. Called strike 3.
Wow, Walker knew it.
Yep, he did. He was walking back to the dugout before the pitch crossed home plate. Kravoski, who ended the bottom of the 4th, striking out Brock Janita, starts the bottom of the 5th with a backwards K to Nicholas Walker. Now Matthew Lukovic coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Couple of pop flies in the infield.
Now, tough play in the first inning that Sankovic had to make.
Called strike here, Kravoski.
And that was that pop-up that Kula had to make a circus catch on back in the 3rd.
With the way Sykes pitching, though, I think you're going to start the top of the 6th still with Mason on the mound if you're Montour. 0-1 on the way. Even Kravoski as well. As long as these guys are feeling all right,
now,
you're going to max out on pitches.
He may not make it out of this inning. Just 1 out, and he's at 96 or 97.
1-1 now. To Lukovic. Missed there. Takes us to 2-1. Unofficially 98, so you'd have 7 pitches left to work with. So they're going to have to get O'Brien ready in a hurry. Yeah, he's playing first base right now. But he did loosen up last half inning. 2-1 on the way. Missed low now, 3-1. But against the number 1 seed, you have to be happy with what you've gotten out of Devin Kravoski. There's 2 runs given up and only 1 earned run. That was the solo home run given up to Robinson to start the bottom of the 4th. But he issues a walk here to Matthew Lukovic with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th to give the Spartans a base runner.
And I think you're going to see Yeoman make a move right here.
Braden O'Brien coming over to talk to Devin Kravoski.
He's at 100 pitches.
Again, he has 5 left. And they're going to stick with him for now, Gary. With Mason Syke, Montour's best hitter, coming to the plate. Now 26 RBIs so far this season after he drove in Walker back in the 3rd inning. Came in with a .333 average, walked back in the 1st inning, that RBI single in the 3rd.
Just 1 out in the inning, runner on there at first.
Game tied at 2. First pitch a little outside there from Kravoski to Syke, 1-0.
Devin having a little bit trouble finding the strike zone here now in the bottom of the 5th.
From the stretch again, 1-0 to Syke. And Syke off the inside of the bat, pops it up in foul territory on the left side and drops foul. Mustangs no play on it there defensively.
Runner was moving on that play.
Now Kravoski looking for a fresh baseball. I'll get one there from the dugout.
It's courtesy runner down there. Looks like, no, that is Lukovic.
Yeah, Lukovic's running down
He's
there.
running for himself.
1-1 on the way, a little throw back. Of course, he's the catcher, so you'd have the option in that situation. Kravoski set to go again from the stretch. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball. Just chipped foul there from Syke.
Not sure what was the problem there, but it looked like Syke looked back and wanted to go to the dugout for something, but the umpire said, stay here.
Count now 1-2. Kravoski to Syke. Throw over to first. Back safely again is Lukovic. Mustangs 2 in the top of the second. Spartans coming back with a run in the third and a run in the fourth. And Syke with a shot here. Deep to left, back to the wall, and that one's gone. 2-run home run, Mason Syke. And the Montour Spartans take a 4-2 lead over Laurel Highlands. And that hurts if you're Devin Kravoski and the Mustangs. Second home run given up today.
No doubt about that one. Valiant effort out there by Diamond as he tried to jump and make the catch, but it was well beyond the left field fence. And that will give the Montour squad, the Montour Spartans, a 4-2 advantage here in the bottom half of the fifth inning.
That's why he's playing Division I baseball. Coming through in the clutch. 2-2 game, 2-run home run over the head of Ben Diamond and over the left field wall. Now they're going to check the pitch count situation here on Kravoski and see if he's able to remain in.
I must have had a couple extra because I had him at 105, but he must be a few pitches under it, so they're going to let him pitch to one more batter, and this is Cole Fleck. One out in the inning.
First pitch here to Fleck. High and inside for ball one. Base is now empty after that 2-run home run. But the Mustangs now down and trailing for the first time in this game. 1-0 on the way. High and inside again, now 2-0. Again, you're able to finish once you hit that pitch limit. You're able to finish pitching to the batter that's at the plate. 2-0 on the way. Low and outside now 3-0. So unless you're way off, Gary, this will be the last
I would think so. And he's
batter that Kravoski can face.
A little bit of fatigue. You don't see major league pitchers going this many pitchers.
Not anymore. They used to back in the day. 3-0 on the way. Called strike, now 3-1. And the 3-1 on the way. Called strike, and we're full of 3-2.
Looking for that second out of the inning. Mustangs still with a couple opportunities at the plate. Try to get things going.
Big 3-2 here. Kravoski to Fleck. Devin winds and fires. Called strike 3. 2 outs here in the inning.
Fleck didn't like that one, but his letter high fastball right down the middle for the second out. I must really have this wrong.
They're not making a move here yet.
Wow. There's no way that I had that bad.
You'd have him over 110 right now, right?
I sure do.
Jacob Robinson at the plate.
I guess I need to go back to math class here.
Unless something else got changed we don't know about. Called strike there on Robinson.
He's at 27 pitches this inning.
Now the 0-1. That one low and outside. You'd have to think, though, you have pitches being counted by both teams in their respective dugouts, so somebody's right down there.
I'm really way off.
Now the 1-1 on the way.
Whoa.
Miss takes us to 2-1. I thought you might get a called strike there on the outside corner. Robinson coming in with a .382 average. 2-1 on the way. A little inside takes us to 3-1. We don't have anyone counting up here in the press box, Gary, so it's hard to get any kind of a official count.
I had to be off by 10.
They said 105 right now. There's a swing and a miss.
That's strike 2.
So they can finish pitching to Robinson. That would be 106, they say, is the official count. I don't know where you
been off about 4 or 5 there.
Yeah, I don't know where you got off at, but nonetheless, payoff pitch here to Robinson, 3-2, chop foul. It happens. It's not easy to do. I tried keeping it yesterday, only lasted an inning or 2 solo. They're doing a bunch of other things, calling play-by-play, analyzing the game. Easy to miss a few. Now the payoff pitch again to Robinson after the last foul ball. That one's low and in the dirt for ball 4, and that should force Kravoski out of the game. And Coach Yeoman coming out. He knows he's hit his limit. And we'll have a pitching change here for the Mustangs. Now a 4-2 lead for Montour over Laurel Highlands. Pitching change for the Mustangs. We're back in a moment here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peach & Pharmacy's free prescription delivery and mail service. Call 724-626-9600 or send a message and ask about free prescription delivery and mail service. Next time you have a prescription to get or need a refill, have it delivered to your home or workplace. Prescriptions at your doorstep from Peach & Pharmacy.
Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
We're back here at Ross Memorial Park. New pitcher for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Braden O'Brien. This will be his 9th appearance of the season. Comes in with a 4-2 record, 4.91 ERA. Also has a save. O'Brien has worked 25 and 2/3 innings, given up 42 hits, 28 runs, 18 of those runs earned. Struck out 17, walked 11 so far this season. So Kravoski hitting the pitch limit. And now O'Brien on in relief. Joe Chambers, who was the DH, now playing first base for Laurel Highlands. So the batting lineup remains the same. As O'Brien finishes up his last couple of warm-up tosses. But again, you look at the sophomore Kravoski, first playoff start, coming here in a WPIAL semifinal round game against number 1 seed. Kid did a good job.
Absolutely, and give him a lot of credit. He battled the entire game, and he's not up against some slouches. You look at Syke, as we said earlier, he's going to be playing Division I baseball next year, and he just looks like he knows what he's doing out there.
Yeah, for sure.
And that last at bat, he just barreled that ball up and ripped it over the left field fence. So 2 home runs have been the damage for Montour, and let's see if O'Brien can keep it close at 4-2.
Now you have Ryan Gallagher at the plate. You might see him pitching at some point next half inning. Still here on the bottom of the 5th. Spartans leading 4-2. Gallagher first pitch swinging on O'Brien. Line drive into center field. Hops in front of Carson D'Amico. Getting down to third now is Jacob Robinson. And you'll have runners on the corners for the Spartans with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
First pitch hitting there by Gallagher, just lines it into left center field. No chance out there for D'Amico. Comes in and gets it on 1 hop, but now another runner just 90 feet away, and that's going to bring up Stern. He has walked and sacrificed so far here this afternoon.
Coming in with a .333 average, 8 RBIs, junior left fielder for the Montour Spartans.
Look for Gallagher to take off from first to eliminate the force play for the Mustangs.
We'll test McCoy a little bit. O'Brien first pitch here, breaking ball misses outside. So this is certainly testing the Mustang pitching depth. You had Joey Chambers yesterday picking up a complete game win, yielded just 1 run, 11 strikeouts. Devin Kravoski getting the start here today was solid. And now you're getting a little deeper in your rotation now with Braden O'Brien.
2 curveballs outside so far, 2-0 to Stern.
Righty pitcher against the lefty batter, Stern. 2-0 pitch, again low and outside. A walk here would load the bases for Anthony Markelin.
Certainly don't want to give more momentum.
3-0 pitch down the pipe for a strike, 3-1. Now 4 runs on 5 hits from Montour. They've committed 1 error. The Mustangs 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors today. 3-1 pitch on the way, called strike. Takes us full now to 3-2.
Taking all the way, there's Stern just trying to load him up.
Count out 3-2. Still a lot of baseball to play. Still have the 6th and the 7th. Bryan throw over to first. Mustangs with the bats going. They'll have the top of the order. Sankovic, Gesk, and D'Amico due up in that top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, Syke really settling in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th inning, putting the Mustangs down in order.
But again, he doesn't have too many pitches left either. 3-2 here with a runner going high for ball 4. And the Spartans have loaded up the base. It's the 3rd walk Mustang pitchers have issued this half inning. You also have the Syke 2-run home run, which scored Lukovic, who had the 1st walk, and now Anthony Marklin at the plate. He's the 8th Spartan at bat here in the bottom of the 5th.
2 ground balls to 3rd for Marklin so far.
First pitch here from O'Brien. Marklin sends it foul on the right side. Takes the count to 0-1. So much momentum early for Laurel Highlands. Those 2 runs they played it in the top of the 2nd inning have now gone awry with 4 unanswered runs for Montour here in innings 3, 4, and 5. 0-1 pitch now to Anthony Marklin from Braden O'Brien, and Marklin golfs this one into right field. Moving over and making the catch for the 3rd out of the inning is C.J. Gesk. So the Spartans add 2 to the total. They now doubled up Laurel Highlands at 4-2 after 5 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Going on now at CR Chevy East.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is a GMF for well-qualified individuals at $10,000 miles per year, 24 months with $2,999 cash rate equity and GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is for tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Welcome back to the complex here at W&J Ross Field with the Mustangs now trailing 4-2. And Syke on here in the 6th. There's a line drive right up the middle, and Sankovic starts things off with a single right up the middle. So just what the Mustangs needed. Ty Sankovic to break out of that mini slump that he was in with a leadoff single. We have Mason Syke now at 94 pitches, so he's 11 away from the requirement of 105. And Gesk will come to the plate now. He has walked and struck out. He squares to bunt and takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. Breaking pitch for Syke has been his go-to on the first pitch to just about every batter. Did not do that to Sankovic, and that resulted in the single right up the middle. Here's the 0-1. Little dribbler foul down the left side. So way ahead now, 0-2, Syke to Gesk. Mustangs with 2 opportunities in the 6th and 7th inning to try to cut into that 4-2 lead with the 2 home runs by Montour doing the damage. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss at a high and outside pitch for the strikeout. So Syke gets the strikeout to C.J. Gesk on 3 pitches. So he's just had 4 pitches so far in the inning, which brings him to 97. So That's going to bring up Carson D'Amico with 1 out. Ball low and outside for ball 1.
Good to see Sankovic start off the inning with that single, Gary, and just kind of relax him a little bit here.
Yeah, I just hope it's not too little too late. Here's the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. So Syke at 98 unofficially.
7 left.
One pitch. Foul back by Carson D'Amico. Back to the screen here in front of us.
That Sankovic single also broke up a stretch of 9 straight that you had retired as well by Syke.
Actually 10 if you
straight.
count,
Yeah, you're right.
You count the caught stealing.
Caught stealing, yep.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Syke with an opportunity to complete the inning now. 2 straight strikeouts, and that's going to bring up McLean at a line drive to left field his first time up. Pop up to second base, his opportunity in the 4th inning.
In fact, the last 5 outs recorded by Syke have all been via the strikeout.
Strike on the outside corner. It's like he got stronger as the game went on.
Yeah, he could probably go another inning or 2 with no problem.
He may be underneath the limit. Might be able to start the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. High chopper to short. That could be trouble. Coming over and making the plays, Robinson, and he is out on the head-first slide by McLean into first. Gun over there by Markland, the third baseman, cut in front of Robinson, the shortstop, to make the strong throw to first for the 3rd out of the inning. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th with Montour still on top, 4-2 here on the C. Harper Sports Night on WMBS.
Chris Parker Jr., it's springtime. Time to plan those summer getaways.
That's right, and here at Autoland, we are continuing Hyundai's Getaway Sales Event. We make it easy to get away in a new Hyundai. Almost all new models have available HMF bonus cash starting at $500 and up. And our roomy all-wheel drive vehicles like the all-new 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe or Tucson have plenty of room for the family and all your gear.
I hear people talking about leasing as well as fuel economy.
We have great leasing deals. Lease a new 2022 Hyundai Venue SE 4-door hatchback with great fuel economy for only $159 per month with approved credit.
And every new Hyundai comes with 3-year free complimentary maintenance and Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 5-year 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper, and 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain protection. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website, autolandhyundai.com, or phone 724-437-9999.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Autoland will be open Memorial Day from 10 to 2.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
Welcome back. We're into the bottom half of the 6th inning. Score remaining 4-2 with Montour on top. Due up for Montour, the leadoff hitter, Brock Janita, followed by Walker and Lukovic. So O'Brien will have his work cut out for him here to face the top of the order for Montour and try to keep it within 2 runs going to the 7th.
Yeah, Spartan sent 8 men to the plate in that bottom of the 5th inning.
Just
Scored
2 hits.
2 runs, yep. 2-run home run from Syke was the difference.
3 walks in the inning.
Mustangs will have O'Brien, McCoy, and Chambers due up in the top of the 7th for their final 3 outs.
Mustangs with just 3 hits, and this far into the playoffs, you got to have some more lumber.
They'll likely see another pitcher at some point in that 7th inning.
O'Brien with the first pitch to Janeta, low and outside, ball 1. Another one low and outside, 2-0.
Yeah, the top of the order here for the Spartans, Janeta, Walker, and Lukovic. And if anybody gets on, you'll have to deal with Syke again.
Here's the 2-0 from O'Brien. There's a high fly ball in the infield. Looks like Sankovic is going to get under it at shortstop, and he will make the catch on the outfield turf. And that will be the first out of the inning. Brings up Nicholas Walker. He has flew to right again, which was dropped out there in right field. Came around to score the first run and struck out in the 5th. First pitch low and outside for ball 1.
Again, regardless of the outcome here today, Gary, we'll either be back here at Wild Things Field next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday, for either a WPIAL championship game or PIAA play-in game for Laurel Highlands.
Little off-speed pitch there, Brian swinging. I think Walker got a little piece of that for a foul strike. And I think that the umpire was giving McCoy a little bit of a break there by walking out to the pitcher because he took one off the knee.
We'll also see a team in the next round that we're familiar with, either Knock, who we saw against Uniontown last week, or West Mifflin, who we saw the Mustangs play a doubleheader against earlier on this season. Also saw West Mifflin against Uniontown as well this year down at Bailey Park.
1-1 pitch, low and outside for 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out here in the inning. Top of the 6th, Montour on top, 4-2. Courtesy of a couple long home runs. There's another high fly ball, and Sankovic is going to get under this one again, but
Maybe
coming
not.
in, and Diamond's going to make the one-hand grab behind Sankovic. So good job there by Ben Diamond to call off Sankovic, as that ball was in the air long enough for the left fielder to come in and make the play. Second out of the inning is going to bring up Matthew Lukovic. Flew out to short, flew out to second, and walked. Scored on the 2-run homer by Syke last inning. First pitch low and outside for ball 1. Mustangs need to keep it close and come up with an answer at the plate in the top of the 7th. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. The fastball let her high for a 1-1 count. O'Brien on in relief of the sophomore Kravoski. This one's low and outside again in the dirt. I call it the dirt, but it's the artificial dirt. Saves on laundry.
Yes, it does. Might add a couple brush burns, though, and out of the Band-Aid bill.
Foul back for strike 2. 2-2 now, 2 outs to Matthew Lukovic.
I think the guys at W&J that play on this all the time, if they maybe wear some like extra long socks, knee highs.
I would think so.
Just to protect, all those.
Those head first slides are got to be rough.
Yeah, some chest burns.
2-2 pitch. Ripped to left field for a base hit. Diamond had to block it. It might go for 2. Rounding strongly at first base there was Lukovic, but a ringing single to left is going to give another opportunity at the plate by Mason Syke.
Yeah, they've set the table for him again. Again, Syke's been red hot. Walk back in the first inning. RBI single in the 3rd. 2-run home run in the 5th. Syke now 3 home runs. 28 runs driven in this season. A homer and 3 RBIs for Syke today.
O'Brien will have to work from the stretch. Lukovic, good speed on it first. First pitch just a little bit low, taken there by Syke for ball 1.
Syke's so good, you might intentionally walk him down 4-2 with a runner on first and 2 outs.
Throw over to first, and Chambers with this sweep tag, but back in safely is Lukovic.
Not often you would say that down 2 in a game, but he's just that good.
You don't want to give him anything down the middle, that's for sure. He's going to barrel it up. And there's a big swing as he fouled back. I'm not sure what the issue there is. He dropped the bat.
Did that earlier, too.
Yeah, and then hit it over the fence.
Yeah.
Not sure what that's all about. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. Runner on at first. 4-2 ball game. Montour on top. Here's a pitch, high and tight. Diving out of play. No intent there by O'Brien, and wasn't really that close.
Spartan's dugout, though, was a little choppy about it.
2 balls and a strike. So O'Brien now in the dirt, 3-1. McCoy with the block. keeping Lukovic tight at first.
You have to think Syke, too, probably doesn't get too many good pitches.
Doesn't look like he needs them.
No. But if you've scouted Montour at all, you pretty much know don't throw it anywhere around the plate with this guy.
Throw over to first again. Back in safely is Lukovic. Trying to keep it a 4-2 ball game here in the bottom of the sixth. 2 outs. Here's a pitch, and there's a rip into left field again. That's going to be caught on the run by Diamond. Nice play running to his left on the line shot by Mason Syke will end the inning. Keep it a 4-2 ball game. The Mustangs down to their final 3 outs as we'll be back for the top of the 7th here on the C. Harper Sports Night on WMBS.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Equinox for only $223 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease it through GMF for well-qualified individuals at 10,000 miles per year, 24 months with $2,999 cash trade equity and GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Payment is with tax, title, and fees. First payment and security deposit waived. Sale ends May 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
New pitcher for the Montour Spartans here for the 7th inning is Ryan Gallagher. As Mason Syke out of the game, you had Gallagher, who was playing in center field. Vincent Markland now in playing center as Gallagher finishes up his last couple of warm-up tosses. For Gallagher, this will be his 5th appearance. Enters with a 1-1 record, 1.66 ERA. And so far this season, looking at his extended numbers, he's worked 12 2/3 innings, given up 9 hits, 6 runs, 3 of them earned, struck out 17 and walked 8 so far this season. And he'll face Braden O'Brien, Tristan McCoy, and Joe Chambers here in this top of the 7th inning, with Laurel Highlands needing at least 2 runs to extend this game.
Brian single back in the 2nd inning, came around to score the first run for the Mustangs in that 2-run inning for the Mustangs. Have not been able to dent the scoreboard since, and Mustangs need base runners.
You folks on the radio side, Gallagher's the lefty facing the righty. O'Brien, who golfs one deep to left field. Look out. O'Brien sends it back to the wall, and it's going to one-hop over the wall. It'll be a book rule double for Braden O'Brien.
Wow, that was a foot from being a home run, and the artificial turf bounces it over the fence, and they called a double. The umpire was out there to see it, so unable to make the catch going back there to left field was Zach Stern. But a rocket, as you said, by Braden O'Brien starts things off with a double.
Mustangs a little life here in the top of the 7th. They got Gallagher out of the bullpen for Montour, now trying to take advantage with Tristan McCoy coming to the plate. McCoy, an RBI single yesterday against Beaver. Also got on when he was hit by a pitch in that game. So far today, a sacrifice and grounded out 6-3. They have a courtesy runner out there. That's Braden McKnight. Has plenty of speed there at second with a healthy lead. And McCoy at the plate now represents the game-tying run with nobody out. Gallagher's first pitch here to McCoy was a little low, but Tristan went to chase him.
Might have got a little piece of that, but it was in the dirt, as you said, and kind of skipped away from the catcher Lukovic for Montour, but no chance to advance for the, is that a courtesy runner or pinch runner out there for O'Brien?
That would be a courtesy runner now because O'Brien's the pitcher.
You're right.
Now the 0-1 pitch here to Tristan McCoy. McCoy says, look out there. That was a line drive into the stands.
That was dangerous.
I think everyone's all right over there.
Didn't hit anybody, but hit some seats.
Yeah,
wow. People docking out of the way of that rocket.
And that was right where the netting ended on the right side.
I'm taking some abuse here, Brian. My brother-in-law, Jim Capuzzi of Peachin, said he's going to buy me a calculator.
For the pitch counts today. You weren't a math major, were you?
No, that was economics.
Yeah.
Anyway.
0-2 now to Tristan McCoy. Lefty Gallagher against the righty McCoy. The courtesy runner McKnight down at second. 0-2 pitch, high and inside. Takes us to 1-2. Gallagher's a senior, though, Gary, so he's been around the block before.
Has some good heat on that fastball.
And again, solid numbers coming in. ERA below 2.
McCoy's calling timeout again.
You're going to see a lot of that here in the 7th. Now McCoy stepping back in. Tristan, a sophomore, crowding the plate a little bit right now.
Choking up with 2 strikes.
1-2 pitch from Gallagher, swinging a miss, strike 3. So Gallagher getting a crucial out here to start the top of the 7th inning, retiring Tristan McCoy, and now you'll have Joe Chambers coming to the plate. You do have Diamond in the on-deck circle, Gary, and the way he struggled as of late, I'd consider pinch hitting for him in that situation.
You got to look at your bench, see who you have available.
Yeah. You have 1 out here in the inning. Chambers at the plate. He did single back in the 2nd inning. First pitch here to Joe, and he's going to hit it on a line, but right to Cole Flecken, right, who makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning.
Good contact there. Went with a pitch to the right side, but a line drive right at the right fielder, Cole Fleck, and 2nd out of the inning, and that's going to bring up Ben Diamond. He's going to come to the plate with 2 outs.
Mustangs down to their final out. As Gary said, Diamond 0 for 2 today. Was 0 for 2 yesterday. Mustangs need a hit here to extend things. A long look in now from Ryan Gallagher. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss from Diamond. Last time Diamond picked up a hit for the Mustangs in the 2nd inning against Albert Gallatin in the Mustangs regular season finale.
He was looking for a fastball down the middle, was swinging all the way, and that ball was in the dirt.
Got now 0-1. Diamond's had a couple of nice catches in left field over the last couple of games. 0-1, and Diamond chops it foul. Now the Mustangs down to their final strike. Frank Kula due up next if Laurel Highlands can get to him. Now the timeout called here, 0-2. They've done it all throughout the postseason. Now you'll have Lukovic come out to talk to Ryan Gallagher.
The Montour faithful coming to their feet. The timeout gives them a chance to sit back down, but you're going to have the entire infield come in to give Gallagher some encouragement.
All right, some support, a little love out there. As the Spartans try to get back to WPIAL championship game lost last year to Newcastle. Newcastle, big favorites coming into the season as well. Lost a couple of pitchers due to injuries. Didn't even qualify for the WPIAL playoffs. 0-2 here to Ben Diamond. Time called now by Ben as you had Gallagher almost in his rotation. And Bob Janita saying, hey, he can't do that. 0-2 again, high and inside. From Gallagher to Diamond takes us to 1-2.
A little animated over there by Montour manager.
Count now 1-2. Gallagher from the stretch again. Pitch to Diamond. Stays alive, fouling it off. Yep, got a piece.
Ball barely above the dirt that time, and Diamond had to reach down and just got a little piece of that one.
A 1-2 here again. Gallagher to Diamond, top of the 7th. Mustangs down 4-2.
A lot of room right up the middle for Diamond if he could square one up.
Huge gap there between Janita and Robinson. 1-2 pitch on the way, hit the plate. Hops away there from Lukovic, tries to regain, throw down to third, not in time.
Really not a smart move by the runner for the Mustangs. His run means nothing.
That's Braden McKnight running there for O'Brien.
He's down at third now, but really didn't need to do that. take a chance like that and end the game.
Count out 2-2. Gallagher's pitch inside hops away. You're not going to get any run down here from McKnight this time.
Again, you don't need to do that.
But give Diamond a lot of credit hanging in there against Gallagher. Maybe draw a walk here, Gary, and bring Frank Kula to the plate.
Kula with 2 home runs.
Yep. Well, that would make for a wild 7th inning. Let's see if we can get there. 3-2 now to Ben Diamond.
Goes back to the windup.
Pitch from Gallagher. Diamond stays alive again. Another foul ball. Ben trying to hang in there. Here we go again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gallagher's 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Looked a little inside, but you had Diamond crowd on the plate. And that'll do it. Montour now rushes Ryan Gallagher. Strikeout ends the game. And Montour, for the 2nd straight year, will play in a WPIAL championship game. Spartans defeat the Mustangs 4-2. We're back to tell you all about it on our post-game show, brought to you by State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman. Comes your way next here on WMBS and on the True Live High School Sports Network.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukapizza.com for their menu.
Bad hair day? Bad day at